Warning, the following presentation contains spoilers for the 2019 film, Alita: Battle Angel. Listener discretion is advised.
Been left in the garbage, harvested maybe for parts. He found me lucky, I still had a heart. It was still filling my brain with blood, no waking me up. He gave me something he made for his daughter, but she had been killed. He felt a sorrow, a misery, bitter, compounded with guilt. But he saw something in me worth the build. He put my head on a body, gave me a home, and he taught me, showed me humanity's fallen. Battles have waged and been lost, still there's a city of God, floats in the heavens above. I wonder where I really came from, because my memories, they have been lost. What is my name? He called me Alita, call me Alita. He told me, sweetheart, you need to stay in after dark. Well, it's a dangerous world. Here in this neighborhood, women are killed. I laid awake, listened, but something was wrong. I wonder where he had gone. Peeked through the doorway, I saw him sneaking in. His arm was covered in blood. The following night, I had the mind to follow him. I was drawn to the conflict. I thought he would never do harm, but then I saw the weapon he brought. I stepped through him, dropped it. I had the wrong idea, though. He was hunting a mark. It was a band of killers, he saw it, and it was us or them, so I fought. I didn't even think, I just jumped to protect. Caught the first off guard, cause I dropped on him then. Had to fend for my life when the second one leapt, but I beat her to the punch when I stomped on her head. And all that was left was a 2-ton metalhead monster. I checked on my father, but kept moving onward. Pressed on with every single edge that I got. Money grew Wishka, I severed his arm off. And right when I did that, finally a memory came to my thick head. I was on the moon in a battle so distant, only for a moment. Pumpy adrenaline, oh where my head had been. I need a hit, talk to the man who raised me from the dead. I told him I could be just like you, hunter warrior, but he said it's out of the question. And I hear the story, this is his form of purgatory. Before I arrived, his daughter died by the hands of a cyborg he refused supporting. And this body of mine was supposed to be hers. I'm just feeling sorry. I know why he became a hunter warrior, and I don't blame him for it. And his wife, she left him gone. They had love, but after what was lost, how could they be strong? She went away to find a way to solve him, but he stayed. Both remained doctors. I met her before and it was awkward. Now I know why. My name, Alita, it was his daughter's. And Grishka gets away, something fishy though. There's no bounty made. Someone's worked through the system, validated his behavior like it was erased. I will make him pay, especially since he said that he is coming for us later. Somebody with influence, let him loose, and I want to meet his maker. But I'm stuck in dead ends. Meanwhile, I made some friends. One of them, he took my attention, showed me the ropes, and he taught me some lessons. He showed me motorball, hold up cyborgs, they roll up and fight till they blow up, chasing the ball through a violent show of dominance. All of them fight for prominence. Hey, me and my friends, they took me somewhere new I never been. Went for a drive out the city and hiked till we got to a ship. Ancient yet it's reminiscent of something. It's covered in water, they say it's too deep. Been lying here 3 centuries, but I felt the pain. Something is ringing out for me. I feel it disquiet and leap. Watch as I sink. I hold my breath and go for it. My head is telling me that there is something so important here. I know it, it's like every part of me is overflowing. In this moment I remember being near to it. A memory, I'm close to it. I find it, control it, punch the code in like I don't control myself. I just go with it, I compose myself, find a new body. Though it's old as hell, I get overwhelmed. Bring it to Ito, tell him unite me with this, but then he won't. Even though he brought me back from a landfill, I am a weapon, this body's my ammo. Battle emotions inside, you say I can't have this body, but why? I am a warrior, you've always known it. Tell me the truth, I demand. Then he told it. This old body's technology is technerky top quality. I'm a doctor and it baffles honestly. Attached to this camp, my apologies. Damn, this was an armed berserker, the most advanced weapon ever heard of. I seen you fight and I can confirm that you're learned in the art of mass murder. Panzerkunst, a machine adaptive, combative, martial art, lost in absence, merging that with this body, that's irresponsible. I can't let you have this. It's like I hear him but I don't. All I hear is he ain't gonna give me what I want. All I hear is everything I know I should become is never gonna happen. Wish he never brought me back at all, but I'm not a wimp, I'm not a pushover. I have plans, I'll just take a bit slower. I'll get after Grishka's owner. My ambition is hunter warrior. So I registered this better work despite Ito's threaded words. I let him worry, I'm about to get this person, I'ma show what I was made of, let's get assertive. I head to a bar with Hugo. Hugo's a friend that I kinda, you know. He says this bar is for hunter warriors only. At least he's cute though, cause I got a plan that's massive. Descend down steps in a bar named Kansas. I stand out like a sore thumb, I know I don't look like I can hand out damage. I'm surrounded by assassins, a man named Zapan, he wants some action. Calls me out like I don't belong, so I take his pretty face and freaking smash it. Like now y'all see me, now y'all feel me. Y'all witness that my mouth is speaking. I need you to team up and kill a big savage beast with me. What y'all thinking? Oh, I'm funny. Everybody laugh, everybody guffaw at my expense. Let me teach you a lesson real quick. If I beat you up, I'll get your respect. Stand up on the table, ain't no way you babies man enough to render me disabled. All I know is you're a bunch of little bitty petty failures. You're a wannabe motorball players with pounds. Smash the bottles, I plain demolish them, waste them all with my legs. I drop kick them, whip around like a top spinning. I kick some ass till the doctor's in. But it's not a win till I've conquered them. This whole bar's wrecks till I'm not content. I keep punching, hitting them, I don't care. But then Ito says no more free repairs. He says stop this shit. And I see his disappointment. Told him that he didn't leave me any other choice, and I was only here so I could protect him. But then mighty Grishka steps in.
Well, hello, he says I ain't a ghost. I've been upgraded with something more. This new arm of mine is pretty neat. I'm much stronger than I've ever been.
You little flea, he says, can't nobody belittle me, he says. This whole bar shivering and dread, frozen stiff like he gon' leave him dead. A hunter warrior's little dog comes toward him barking. He simply targets it, shoots one chain blade from his hand. He carves it, rips the thing to shreds. Damn it, that new thing is lethal. Foolish of me to stand by while he speaks though. I step forward in the room, then I kneel. Poor little puppy, blood pooling down below. I take my finger, soak it in red real slow. Bring the blood painted straight onto my cheekbones. Look what he did, it's unfreaking real. I do not stand by in the presence of evil. The rap drops the monologue, he launches little pot shots, but I quickly run and dodge. His blades retract and he raises up his arm. Ito near gets them chained straight to his stomach. Hugo runs and jumps and lunges, tumbles over them both. Grishka rips a tunnel through the floor, plunges into it and roars. Come to my world. Ito says, please don't go. Please don't go. Yeah, this is the moment I dream of. If I shouldn't be here, then I ain't Alita. I do not stand by in the presence of evil, so I follow it to defeat it. This is my reason, I need it. Follow him downward, I fly like a phoenix. This is in Kansas, no more, it's beneath it. Where is he hiding, though I cannot see him? And he steps out of the shadow. I'ma do battle, though I don't have time for his ramblings. Lowers the chains with the blades on him, I don't care what he's imagining. I'll kill his fantasy, I'll be his havoc and fatal catastrophe. I'll rip his head off and leave it to atrophy. I'll kill him happily, he cannot handle me. I'll stop at nothing, protecting my family. So let's begin, let him fly. I slip between your fingers, a second try. It's blurry, I'm hurrying, murdering, you should be easier. I'll make you die, I swear, even if it takes everything. What do you know? I take a final leap to him, but on the approach, a torrent of blades all around me, they close. I'm cut to pieces and everything slows. I hit the ground with a crash, nothing but torso and arm left attached. That's when it happens, though another memory opens and suddenly I'm in the past. I'm training for battle, losing a spar with my master. It ends in a grapple. She says I'm a fighter and shows me the enemy. Know that the mastermind up in the castle, the city of God that remains today. I know that he's there in a state of grace, and even though I have no way to explain, I suddenly know who to blame. I'm back now and scraping my body across the ground painfully, one-handed aimlessly. Mighty Grishka, he smiles at me playfully, picks me up by the hair, brings me in dangling. You are too little to hurt me, he laughs. I'll leave you intact, keep your voice for eternity. Then till I die, I'll have you at my side every day. You'll be begging for mercy. Mercy! So I resist. Gotta try. I slip between your fingers a second time. It's blurry, I'm hurrying, murdering. You should be easier. I'll make you die, I swear, even if it takes everything. Where there's a will, there's a way. Baring my teeth, man, I wiggle and sway. Reach for his arm and twist till his grip breaks. I hit the ground with my hand on the pavement. Balance my head as the counterweight, bending my elbow with all of my strength. Then I embrace my fate, I'ma die in this place, but I ain't going without a trace. Push till it's hurting, spring up, I'm twirling, worrying around like a phoenix, I'm burning. Land with my hand through his eye like insertion. How does it feel when my metal arm bursts in? Surprised, I wonder why. Didn't you know I would put up a fight for you, murder me? All I can think in my head, man, I say it, Grishka, fuck your mercy.
Break my arm, he's scared of Ito. I see you as my vision slowly fades away. I open my and I feel a new energy under my fingertips. I step from the table, I'm home and I see my father catching rest. He gave me a body, he brought me home, I owe him everything. I feel all new and shiny. I don't deserve this, not very long ago I had been left in the garbage, worthless, without a purpose. If it wasn't for you, I'd be dearly departed. Courage is something you have, you're just a man, but you made me all that I am, and I am grateful you revived me.
Burning new energy, I am berserker, this urgency settles me. Yet I'm remembering feelings I usually never feel. Hugo's a friend, but there's more that he meant to me. I'm meant to be someone who fights for the weak, but I'm weak in the knees when I think of him. I would do anything only to see him. I go to him, show him my heart, literally. There's something he wants more than anything. Someone he knows has been telling him endlessly he could be sent up to Zalem, a city so heavenly, but there is no way to get to it. Well, a million credits and Vector, the man that he knows with some power, is sending him. I remind him that I'm hunter warrior. I can make some of that money in bounties, but I can't let you do that for me, he tells me. You shouldn't do things for people selfless, because people, they do not deserve your efforts. But this is who I am. But there is another option to make money for him, and it's truly awesome. Even say that a winner who cannot be beat will be sent up to Zalem, along with the fact that my new body's built to be strong as an ox, with technology old as the fall. Probably no other player could beat me, I mean, not honestly.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting fresh metal for you tonight. Please welcome new competitors hoping to make it into the championship tier. Iron City presents
Starts in the locker room, pop on these roller boots made by the doctor, who now knows that I only do what I'm gonna do. They looking good for the stadium Superdome. I'm just hoping they ain't made for my funeral. Ito, he knows disapproving is futile, so he's a good father, supportive as usual. Hugo is moving slow, calls me and says that he's running late. I say I do this for you, you know. But it's time and I enter, analyze my competitors. They seem a mite off center. I'm a go-getter, though I smile, say better go easy on me guys, though I'll be the winner. See y'all at the finish. Ito calls and says that all the players around me are killers, like Alita. No, this is the setup. None of these cyborgs are motorboat veterans. Okay, let's slow it down, take a look at them with both of my eyes. Maybe see them up closer now. Holy cow, notice some load of explosive rounds, but the crowd's starting to shout, call them motor mouths. This isn't motorball, this is a showdown. They're gonna flank me, put my throat out gladiatorial. Here comes the goal count. 3, 2, 1. Alright, kid, here we go, get this rolling. Opponents approaching the shoulders. I start with the narrow lead, hold it up. Somebody closes up, I take the corner as tight as I can. Grab the ball and stay focused, don't show them up. Look at them razor blades, I try to pave the way. Moving spontaneous to evade. Soon as I make enough room between me and my nearest opponent, I break his front wheel like 88 pounds of that motorball grounds milk. Kinetic energy mounted up, he's out for now, so I target the runner. Up roll to the side of the track like I'm on a hunt. Another one pulls up on me and pulls out a couple machetes and swings, but I barely duck. Double up all my adrenaline, separate, gravitate back with the ball, give an uppercut. But they're on me, I dive, sorta caught by surprise. I am tackled by one of their biggest cyborgs. He presses my chest to the floor, lines up a rotating razor toward my head, but I lock it in force. My hand in the track, cause I know he has more momentum. I'm slowing down as he flips overhead. He's ejected from me, nearly torn to shreds. Cause I was born for this, I know it, I know it. I was born to be a warrior. I was born to fight. Still it's on, but I get a call. Hugo, you better got something that's big. He said that somebody's wanting him dead. It's up. And he's hunting me down, he's already killed my friend. And damn, that was that loser I humiliated, the one with the pretty face, slow to a stop. Where are you at? I'm at the marketplace, only 3 remaining players. They chase me as I fly off of the track. I'm breaking ass through the shattering glass, but the stadium in the past. Dash through the city, mad really fast, losing an enemy. One falls and makes a crash, only 2 left, but they catch me and have me stuck in their grasp. I'm contemplating my epitaph, somehow I managed to free myself from their hands. I just unload and kill them both in self-defense. I find him in the nick of time, but something isn't right. Hugo is cowering on the ground, ready to die, and I see his face on display, wanted for crime, bounty for murder. I didn't kill anybody, he says, but Japan, he denies it. Both of us know that as hunter warriors, we're bound to meet violence with violence. Hugo, what did you do? Cause I was born for this, I know it, I know it. I was born to be a warrior. I was born to fight. pressure builds though. I question everything and I feel frozen stiff. These machine droids, security keepers, centurions closing in. But I'm too slow. Zapan, he stabs Hugo and I just collapse with him. But I can't finish him, though I say I will. I carry him to the nearest building. I say, what did you do? I didn't kill him, he says, but I know I'm guilty. I'm so sorry, but I have been selling limbs, making me wealthy. I tried to stop, cutting them off, but it was working. I need a job, I needed that money to go to Zalem. But honest, I quit cause I had enough. Now he's covered in blood. He's covered in blood. All of these lies, he's covered them up. I know that he isn't perfect, cause neither am I. If there was a way I could give him my life, then I see her out of the side of my eye. It's a woman, it's Ito's wife. But what does she want? She comes with a knife. I feel your pain, she says, and I know what it's like to lose someone you love. But I have an idea, and maybe there's time. It's like an autopsy, except for he's maybe alive. She is taking her knife, it's a complicated surgery, and I'm just providing the line from my heart to his mind. I give what he needs for a short while. If he could see, he'd be mortified. I walk out, head up, held high, but it ain't mine. And Centurion scan him, Zapan, though he ain't a robot. He figures something is up, confronts what happened, puts his hand on me and tries to handle me. Violation, Centurion state, no interfering with another's bounty. I push him back and take his own blade, shouting I cut off his pretty face. Everybody runs, but I don't. I go straight for the pain, aim straight for the place that has made me afraid. It just pace in vain. Hugo's saved by Ito, it's illegal. His body replaced in a steel frame. He lays unaware and I replay. Ito tells me the poor boy been swayed. There was no way anyone could prepay. Vector used him, so I'll kill him. I take my new shiny blade over rooftops. I race to the fool who made Hugo a slave. I'll use him to send a message to the king in the castle. It's Nova, he's pulling the strings. I know it through only just a few memories. If I had bones, I would know what they're telling me. I feel it deep in my soul, he's the enemy. First though it's Vector, I'm breaking and entering. Violation, I show my blade for I rearrange them. Massive Centurions prepare to face them. Keep moving forward, they treat me as dangerous. They open fire but they're narrowly grazing me. I move too fast for a perilous fate with them. Airborne, I jump through the air in the fray with them. Land on them, blade down, shred armor plates on them. I'm a soldier, hunter, killer. I keep going till I render everybody dead. Render everybody dead. I'm wrecking everything I can. I'll keep my enemies in check. I'll be the victor in the end. I ain't no victim like the rest of Vector. Do you know who I am? You know who I am? I am just insignificant, thrown in the trash. I have chosen this path and you're nothing but overgrown grass to me, choking my passage. I'm this close to cutting your throat. Tell me what you told Hugo, you bastard. You promised him fallacies. You'd never send him to Zalem. You just took advantage. You poisoned his mind with insanity.
Never underestimate me. I know my name and I'm erasing yours. It's a test, this undertaking, and I won't rest until I kill the source.
With his back to a wall, I have Vector pinned. I wait for a confession he never gives. He says I keep my word with all reverence. I send some people to Zalem as severance. Take Ito's wife, for instance. He lifts open a chest and it sets in. I see her eyeballs, brain, and parts of her preserved in a liquid. His smile is insipid, but just as I step up to kill him, I'm prevented by Gruishka. I thought he was dead. I thought he was dead. He tries to stop me, but instead in my new body I'm prepared. I see my old arm in his head. I dodge and cut him through his chest. I cut him up bad, he crumples in half. I supplicate madness, blade through his head like suck on his handle. How could he fathom something else at the end of this chapter? I look to Vector, mumbling backwards. I tell him speak, it's Nova I'm after. Nova remotely shows up in Vector's consciousness. He's the puppet master.
Never underestimate me. I know my name and I'm erasing yours. It's a test, this undertaking, and I won't rest until I can. Never underestimate me. I know my name and I'm erasing yours. It's a test, this undertaking, and I won't rest until
his stomach, his evil, his done with for real. I'll deal with the devil next now that his demons have suffered my steel. These couple fates, they have been sealed. Feelings of victory plummet when I get a call from my father about Hugo. He's running, he woke up like me, he's a cyborg. Ito says he's climbing upward to Zalem. Climbing the factory line of supply, it's a dangerous task and no human should try it. Now that Hugo's body ain't so smooth or pliable, he's rising high, Iron City is down below. I run toward him, up cylinder spirals, though I know there's something above and it's hiding those memories I have which I had been fighting more. I remember people died here before. I catch up, Hugo, stop, the wind it howls. I keep calling him, looking below, I see he's lost, nowhere to go except for Zalem. He says, please don't tell me to follow you. If I go back, they'll find me, they always do. We'd only live by running forever. At least we'd be running together. These moments, they pass too quickly. Everything between us and conflict, fates crossed accidentally. Defensive ring now descending. I tell him jump from its path, it's deadly. He tries, but timing's wrong. I reach out, but it slices him apart. I leap over and barely catch his arm, stick my blade through metal hanging on. And he looks exactly like I did when I fought Grishka. Except there isn't strength in his eyes, there's only submission. I know that he's ready to die, but I am not finished. He loses his grip and falls, till he's small in the distance. Till he's small in the distance. Till he's small in the distance. Still Nova lives, not for long, cause I'm going against him.